I'm David Phillips, Permit Services Manager. I've been with the city for approximately 20 years. And we proudly present the automation of our production home permits. When I first started with the city in 2002, our processes were all paper. We used paper files, paper documents, paper permit jackets, and paper plans. The computers of the times were primitive, especially by today's standards, and our technology budget was very limited. We started off with only 3 computers shared by 6 counter staff and only 1 computer for every 6 inspectors. Boom, in the early 2000s, the city was experiencing a major building boom. We went from having 150 to 200 inspections a day to having 400 to 500 a day. We had thousands of jackets to manage on what we called the permit wall. We don't miss the days of retrieving inspection requests from answering machines and sorting through and finding permit jackets. The plan review section was similar, hundreds of rolls of plans sorted on a plans wall. It wasn't uncommon to see staff going from cubicle to cubicle, searching and looking for the plans they needed. Needless to say, it was insufficient and frustrating. There were drawbacks to the paper-based system. We had storage capacity issues. And the plans are cumbersome and hard to handle. They carry back and forth and to file. They were difficult to track. We had transparency issues. And there were more drawbacks. It was a challenge to keep organized and current. It was time consuming to manage. And there was a lot of paper waste. And they were heavy. They were so heavy, in fact, that the floor under our plans wall actually sagged. It was time to change. We knew changes needed to be made to create efficiencies and to elevate our service levels. We owed it to our customers, to our staff, and to the environment. As technology and software improved, we gained more tools. And that brings us to where we're at. We're going electronic and tried to build in some efficiencies. We started by phasing out paper permit jackets and going to electronic permit records and phasing out plans and going to an electronic plan check system. It took years and a lot of hard work to make the transition to go paperless. But it was well worth it. As a result, the need for drawers of mechanical stamps has been virtually eliminated, as has the need for paper plans. Here is one of our plan walls now. It used to be stuffed with plans. At the bottom, we even had overflow bins. We haven't been in the office for over a year, and it's likely many of these remaining plans will be purged and put in the recycle bin when we return. Fast forward to today's technology. All permits and inspections are done electronically. Plan review is done and approved. Plans are issued electronically. Fees are charged and paid electronically. Inspectors' daily workloads are assigned electronically and automatically. Applicants can initiate their projects online and remotely review their project's progress. We even do inspections using FaceTime and drones. In 2018, the city hosted a meeting with the home builders. During that meeting, you voiced a desire for an automated production permit system. Because our existing permitting software had no such feature, we began a search for an alternative software with this feature, but none could be found. Instead, our fast forward thinking Excella team looked beyond what was available and created a brand new process. The city's award-winning team heard the needs of our community and created the solution. And the solution they produced is truly awesome. From concept to completion, our team of experts invented a way of taking your requests and creating an extremely user-friendly system all in-house. Our existing permitting software has been modified in ways the software designer has no idea are even possible. It has taken a lot of effort and hours, but our dedicated staff wanted to make sure this happened, and it happened for you, and they have. The key players are Ed Oswell. Ed, many of you may know Ed, as he was with the building division for many years. He is now working in the IT department on our Excella team. Victoria Handley, many of you may know Victoria, as she has been in the building division for many years and is also an unofficial member of the Excella team. And Roland Bonchek. Roland came to us from Excella and now works in the IT department. Our Excella team, we're lucky to have them all with the city. This is a great team. Some of the benefits of automation. You can virtually apply for permits 24/7 without delay. It takes about 5 minutes to complete an application online. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. You can know your application fees immediately as you apply, and you can pay on the spot. There'll be shortened permit application times. Prior to now, our customers have benefited indirectly from automation. As the more efficient we became, the better service we can provide. That's why we're so excited about this breakthrough process, as it brings the automation directly to your virtual doorstep. On April 15th, we began requiring this table be completed for all new master plan submittals. This table is the key to all this great new automation. To explain to you how it all works and to teach you how to take full advantage of this brand new process, I would like to turn it over at this time to Victoria.
Hi, everyone. Thanks again for joining us. And I am Victoria Handley, the administrative analyst with the department, and I work with our Excella team and Steve Gorman and all of the key players to develop the system for you. It's really rather simple. As David Phillips pointed out to us, the only thing we're asking as a new requirement is for you to, instead of the regular building permit application CDD 0200 form, that you give us the new master plan application for residential subdivision developments form 0431 when you are submitting for your master plan applications. And this form will allow us to automate nearly every single manual data entry that we currently have to do. And if you look at the form, it's 2 pages. The first page contains what is really the heart of the automation. This table, which is a condensed, simplified version of your various option packages when you're submitting your master plan, allows us to make everything automated for you right on the spot. Now, page 2 of this form provides you with every single instruction and what we're really looking for when you're completing these columns. And you have the footnotes that correspond to each and every instruction on the page 2. But the bottom line to this particular form is that we're asking you to put a total of the first, second, and floor square footages, if any, the garage square footage, the fire protection area. There's instructions on page 2 of what that means. Roof covering, if you have, and many of you do have multiple components that would be like your front porch, a covered or uncovered deck, balcony. We'd like you to place just the total amount here and provide us with the total amount of bedrooms and bathrooms. And under the options package description column, this is where you're able to not only provide us with a unique description of what it is that you are requesting as a permit, but also enter various types of changes to the base model. For instance, the base model would have, let's say, a 20 square foot front porch and a 30 square foot backyard deck. And let's say the package option 1 would have another set of square footages there, which is really the only true variation that's allowed for master plan applications. Communicate to us the breakdown of those square footages. So you would put in like 20, 30, 40, porch, deck, etc. option. This is also, but over here you would put in the total for the roof coverage of this value. Another important thing to note that under the package option description, the footnote 9, this is where you'd also communicate to us if your master plan application is, instead of a single family, it's for a duplex, where you'd place, or an ADU component, you'd place your total square footage for both units here, and over here you would describe to us what is unique about that particular option package, such as duplex unit 1, 1,000 square feet, unit 2, 1,500 square feet, et cetera, et cetera. With that said, I am going to show you how this really works in our system. The building divisional webpage that Roxana was referencing is this particular webpage, which you can easily navigate to currently from our building homepage. We have this announcement on our latest news, and you will be able to follow this page, where currently this page contains the summary of what's changed, the master plan application, and also my contact information should you have any questions related to the automation. This page will be updated with additional information as we go live, but this is your basically homepage where you'd like, if you have any questions, you want to come here, and there'll be information provided to you. So as it's our webpage indicates, what you need to do is either already have a Citizen Portal account, or you can create a new account if you don't already have one. And it's a very simple account creation process. You click on register for account. It has super simple 2 or 3 questions, and then you verify your email, and then you're ready to go. For those of you who are only submitting for the master plan application, you don't need to connect your Citizen Portal account to your contractor's license. For those of you who are also going to be applying for the production permits, there is an additional step that you do need to do, and that is to have your license, your contractor's license, connected to your Citizen Portal account. And I am going to take care of each and every one of your requests personally, and we'll be reaching out to make sure that you are set to use the system. Also wanted to point out that the master plan application, before I show you how it works, is that this option package, as Dave pointed out as well, it does have to also be placed on your construction plans on the title sheet, so our plan check staff can verify the accuracy of the information and make changes if needed, of course, after they verify the square footage. So I'm going to go in and jump into our presentation now and show you how that form is truly the heart of this automation, and how easy it is to really apply for your production permit applications online within a matter of a few minutes. So I logged in, I am in my support environment right now, and I'm gonna check on building. And you're going to select the apply for minor or production permits or safety inspections. And I do encourage each and every one of you to at least once read through our notice and accept the terms and conditions. For those of you who may be working for multiple developers, you may need to have your Citizen Portal account connected to multiple licenses, and that is fine. And so when you are using the system, you just want to pick the right contractor's license from this dropdown, and it gives you the confirmation of your choice. So if you made a mistake, you can easily change that. And you're going to select on the next screen the production permit application. This is a very simple and universal process so far. We're asking you to give us the project address. And the best practice is not try to use the directions or the street type. Just put in the street number and the street name in case there are some odd ways that those addresses are in our system. And our system will find your assessor's parcel number and all the relevant information to continue. Now, you could have an unlimited number of contacts associated with your account. That would be, let's say you're applying for the production permit, but you want somebody else, once you applied for it, to be the main contact for various city communications. You could add those additional contacts under account management and they would receive all communication. If you have multiple ones, when you select the job contact, which is what it is, a job contact, it would show you a list and you could pick the right person. I only have myself. And so this is where the magic really happens. We're asking you for the master plan application number. And for you to be able to participate in this program, you do have to have your master plan application contain that table. Otherwise, there will be a message displayed here that you have to contact us to see if we can add that table to your existing master plan applications. Or if your master plan application is not yet fully approved and in a complete status, it'll let you know that as well. Then remember how on the form, just wanted to quickly come back here, we have base, package 1, package 2. And if you have more than one solar options, please put the basic information down below. Notice how through every step of the way, you will see the information from this table also displayed when you're applying for the master plan application. I also recommend that once you submitted your master plan application, you retain that table for your future use when the master plan application is approved. And so you use it basically as a cheat sheet as to which exact package option you want to obtain for that particular address. Also, don't worry if you make a mistake and select, let's say, an option 7, but you don't have an option 7. The system will let you know if you're picking an option that does not exist. Now, you might be wondering, how do I know if for some reason I don't have my form in front of me to use it as a cheat sheet? The next page actually provides you with every single information that you had entered and we approved, which is the first floor, second floor, third floor, garage, etc., square footages. Again, notice how all of those fields are coming from this very simple table. And this is why we need a total square footage on these fields, so we can not only we can automate nearly 100% of all of our manual data entry and fee assessment. So make sure this is correct, but you will still have an opportunity before you pay for the application to make the revisions if needed. Also wanted to point out that at any point during your application process, you can save and resume later and none of your work is lost. And so the next step is just like from the form CDD 0431, beyond the basic project name, any phase, plan number, applicant information, we are asking you to provide a total project valuation excluding your solar package because we want you to place it down below. And during your application process, we're asking you to do the same thing. Now, just like currently on your building permit application, CDD 0200, there are checkboxes to indicate if you're participating in any of these fee credit programs. So please do indicate to us right away that if you're wishing to participate in them. Otherwise, there may be some delays in your application permit issuance down the road. But if you have any questions related to those programs, we have a contact information as well right above. Currently, I'm not going to select any of these programs. And so the next step is really to provide us with the exact application package that you used to drop off at the public counter. It took our counter staff, depending upon the number of applications before you, it took our counter staff production permit team 1 to 2 to 3 business days to process those. The requirements are exactly the same, except that we're asking you to upload the application package, and you no longer need to merge the school form as part of the application package. I just, excuse me, upload it as a separate file, because what we're going to do, of course, after we confirm your project information, we will just send that school form back to you with certification so you can proceed to pay to the school district directly and later provide us with the receipt. Also, if your property is in the SASD and County Regional Sanitation District, this is just a warning to let you know that prior to permit issuance, we're going to need proof of payment. There's also a link to their website. For those of you who had provided to us with the County Regional Sanitation form, this basically replaces that. You don't really need to do that anymore. We're just letting you know that this parcel does require for you to pay the fees directly to the county. In the event that you did pay the fees already, feel free to upload it as a third file, separate file, so that particular requirement is out of the way. But you don't have to, not during the application process. And so this is where you're gonna see how the best practice is to name these files something like this: your address, cycle 1 application, and then there's the school form. I'm gonna upload them. And here you just have to identify what files they actually are. Let us know application package. Oops. And then school form. Okay, so this is something that had occurred very recently in our support environment. And what had occurred is that this is not what's going to happen to you. You're going to be able to continue with your application. Except that now I'm having a technical difficulty. It is something that just happened in our support environment. We were not aware of this. So the next step would be for you to make a payment after you review your entire application, meaning your address, your option package, the master plan, and you would be immediately able to make a payment online. And what would happen is that you will get a total fee amount due, and you're able to use either a Visa or Master American Express card, also a Discover card, I believe, as well as an electronic check. And you'd be able to make a payment right there and then, and your application is received by our production permit team right away, as opposed to waiting a couple of days to process it. Our production permit team, once we receive your application, if anything that's missing from your options package, or if there are any questions, we will let you know via an automatic email, and you're able to resubmit your plans back to us through the portal from your created application. And the rest of the process is exactly the same. The plan review times are the same as they are right now. Your fee assessment is the same as it is right now. That's basically the heart of the automation, is that you provide us with the form, and we use that form to automate probably 20-30 minutes at least of manual data entry labor from our production permit team. And you're also able to very clearly identify what option packages you're providing to us. I wanted to quickly go over just what we had gone over. We have a master plans application and what has really changed. So the only thing that changed in the process is the new master plan application for residential subdivision form CDD 0431 is now required. It's been required since the middle of last month to be placed on your master plan applications and on your construction plans. The option packages, as I mentioned, they have to be under in your title sheet under the project data summary, and all other submittal requirements remain exactly the same. The other this is just a review of what are the changes. You do have to have the master plan application 0431 to be part of your master plan application file itself, the MP number for you to be able to participate in this program. If you are going to apply for the production permits online, we do need to connect your contractor's license to your account for you to be able to do that. And if you have any questions related to the automation aspect of these things, or if you have any trouble, please reach out to me anytime. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And this, to wrap this presentation up, this production permit online application will be available fully on May 17th of 2021. And thank you so much. I apologize that we had a little glitch in our support environment. It's not there. It's not going to be there in the production environment. On May 17th, you'll be able to continue through, make a payment, and just be on your way with the entire application process from the comfort of your home. Thank you again, all of you, for joining us. And I am going to now open the session for Q&As. I'm monitoring our Q&A box, and I'm currently not seeing any questions, or I'm not seeing any raised hands. We're going to wait for a few minutes to give opportunity to folks to be able to do that. Roxana has her hand up.
No, disregard that. For some reason, I saw it, but it was raised, but it's not.
Anybody else?
Anyone can raise their hand and verbally, or can write any of the comments. Feel free to do that.
I'm going to wait a few minutes. And we do appreciate you taking the time to join us to take a look at the exciting new automation. It's going to not only save time for your application process, but also for us. So it's a win-win on both sides. I don't see any questions. I think we are concluding this presentation. Thank you again for joining us.
Thank you, everyone.
Kelly, is Kelly here? Kelly, can you let us know when we are private?
I'm here, guys. What's up?
I think you can stop recording.
Okay.